everybody, and welcome back to the Girly Girl Bookworm. So today I'm going to discuss my Project 50 Revamp 2020 style. So it's been brought to my attention that other people are interested in doing a Project 50 again, and they were really inspired by my old video, and it kind of re-inspired me to redo Project 50 again as well. Currently, if you watched my last video where I talked about it, I think I've got about 160-ish books unread on my shelf, and that's not including books that I haven't hauled yet, because I don't put my books that I haven't hauled yet onto my Goodreads until I haul them, because I don't like to give away secrets. And then I have a book outlet haul that still has not shown up yet. So I've got quite a few books that I have not read on my shelf. Project 50 is something that I was inspired by a long time ago with the beauty community. Before I followed BookTube, I followed the beauty community religiously. And they had something called like Project 10 or something like that, where they would have to use like 10 makeup products before they can buy new makeup products or something like that. So I was inspired and I brought it to the BookTube community. And in the beginning, years ago, I used to do Project 10, and I'd be like, okay, you can't buy any books until you read 10 books. But then, like, my reading habits got to be ginormous, and I was reading like crazy. So I was like, I could buy it all the time anyway, so it didn't really matter. So then I upped it to Project 50, and I think I've accomplished it twice or once. The last time I tried to do it, I ended up giving in because I made the mistake of doing it right around Christmas, and I had no Christmas books on my shelf, and I was like, I just thought about Christmas books, and people were like, girl, buy Christmas books. So I broke my Project 50 ban then. But I want to bring it back, and the one thing that I like to do with my Project 50 is I like to give myself some cheats along the way, especially by doing 50 books. That's a long time to not buy books, especially if you say, for example, read 10 books a month. That's 5 months of not buying books. That's really difficult, especially for people like me. So I like to give myself some cheats. Here are some of my cheats. Oh, also, if you haven't figured out, Project 50 is like a no-buy list. So, like, I cannot buy any books until I read 50 books. So, like I said, I give myself some cheats along the way. One of my cheats is I let myself buy my Book of the Month books because it's a subscription service. I already paid for the first book, and then I usually pay for my 2 add-ons every now and then. So that does not count towards my book buying ban. I'm still allowed to buy them. The other thing that I'm allowed to do, obviously, is my NetGalley, because they're not adding books to my shelf. Then any books that I read from NetGalley that I want a physical copy of obviously wouldn't be cheating because they're not adding anything unread to my shelf. Any books that I receive from a publisher, because lately I've been kind of branching out and trying to request some more, not guaranteeing that I'm going to get anything, but if I were to get something from them, that would not count, obviously. Then another one that would not count is my Reese Witherspoon pick books, because 1, they're going to be new releases, and 2, I just feel like because I set that precedent that I'm going to be doing that every month, obviously I have to let myself buy that every month. Any book talk books that Kendra or Shelby do, because I like participating in that. So again, a book discussion doesn't necessarily count. And then, what was my other thing? And last year, I always let myself have pre-orders. So, like, if I knew a book was coming out and I was super excited about it, obviously I'm allowed to pre-order it. And that obviously keeps my Amazon Prime in motion. And then my last cheat that I'm going to allow myself is when I get to the halfway point where I have read 25 books, I will be allowed to buy 5. I feel like that's a cheat. Like, get 25, get 5. I don't know. We'll see. I might change my mind. I might get to 25 and I might be so inspired that I'm not going to. I also I haven't decided on this yet, let myself continue trading books, because of the fact that right now I have a whole bunch of books listed for sale and for swap on a swap page. So I don't really want to count those either. I know that's how primarily lately a lot of my unread books have been coming on my shelf, but I feel like I would hate to have to unhaul them and just give them to my library and get nothing back for them if I can get some of my old released books that I have been wanting. So I haven't decided what I'm going to do in terms of that, or if I'm just going to like hold all my unhauls in a closet until I hit 50 and then try to trade. But then I don't know. We'll see what I do. I haven't decided. If you have any suggestions about that, let me know down below. So today is January 8th, 2020, when I'm filming this video. And so today marks 50 books. When I finish 50 books from today, I'm allowed to buy some books. When I put this on Instagram, I tend to put a hashtag project 50. So if you are going to participate, please use that hashtag so I can keep track of what you're doing. And if you're participating, let me know down below if you're interested and if you're doing this. Like I said, I had heard from some people that this was a want, so I thought I would bring it back and I thought I'd participate with you. So wish us luck. I think we can do it. I'll see you in 50 books. Just kidding. I'll see you probably in my next video. Bye, everybody.